It says preparing live stream. So I think it's saying setting up for YouTube live. I think we're live. I'm going to hit record just in case it goes. And if you want to copy this, I'll send you a copy too, Jim.
Okay.
Record to this computer. Okay, great. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. Jeez, oh man, we had so much interference there; it was insane. We're not even live on Rumble right now at all. We're just live on YouTube because we got met with like all kinds of interference. So what Jim has to say must be pretty important. I really truly believe that. And who I have with me is Jim Girouard, aka the Revel Artist. He's come on my show many times. I mean, Jim is like the most. He's been on my show the most out of anybody that's ever come on the show. Like he's been on my show about 30 times, I would say. He's written the book Dice Code Divination. Dice Code Divination. And today we're going to be talking about Cyberstone downloads, and we're going to also be showing a new painting that Jim has that he made. We always show Jim's paintings, and it's called Hero's Journey. And I'm just excited to have him back. And yeah, I'm really honored, Jim. Thanks for coming back on. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah. Tell us what's going on with this Cypher Stone downloads. Or do you want me to read what you wrote?
Yeah, why don't you read it?
Okay, so Jim wrote me today on email, and he wrote, Cypherstone downloads. He said, I believe there is a universal phenomena happening right now in the form of downloads. I think of it as a cipherstone, an individualized conduit that hints and clues to identity, mission, and empowerment. These universal downloads are streaming into human awareness right now more than ever before, more often and in greater intensity and frequency. The beauty of the phenomena is that psychic abilities are not required to receive the downloads. You're getting the downloads almost every day, small things, little experiences that defy explanation, pushed aside by thinking mind as insignificant and unimportant. The problem with these downloads is that you may not be able to decipher the downloads themselves, leaving you with a feeling of bewilderment. If you could write down and perhaps memorize them in detail or have it decoded and explained by a bona fide psychic or medium, once the download codes have translated, you move on to the next predestined location. In other words, go here, look for this, get the next clue, and the next location destination. These clues may appear in dreams or may happen during the awake state, or they may arrive as physical objects with images or words imprinted in them one form or another. If you're having these kind of experiences, please contact me and let me know. Perhaps contact someone you know who is a psychic and is aware of recent phenomena. These downloads are increasing exponentially right now as a result of the endings of numerous time cycles and indigenous prophecies and predictions regarding energetic frequency fluctuations inside and outside of 3D reality on planet Earth. Pay close attention to unusual insights and try to memorize the details and keep it a log of it, either written down or kept as lucid memory. Wow, I love that, Jim. That's amazing. And so tell us about it. Like, when did you start coming into the awareness that like people might be having these downloads or like things might be happening that people cannot explain?
It's been happening, for some time now, maybe a couple of years, but what's happening right now is that these downloads are starting to increase exponentially.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let me tell you a story. It kind of ties in with this whole thing.
yeah.
There was an American astronaut who was out in space, and all of a sudden he started seeing geometric shapes and figures and symbols. Okay. But when he returned to Earth, he couldn't see them anymore, which kind of indicates that while we're on planet Earth, there's some sort of a veil that's preventing us from seeing those downloads.
No, what do you think it is? Do you think it's like the same veil that they hit us with, like the veil of forgetfulness or something like that?
It seems to be holographic, but I really don't have any details as to where it comes from.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people are having these downloads.
Yes, it's really beginning to increase.
Wow, that's interesting. Like, and I mean, is that why you're doing? Are you trying to do the dice code divinations for people as well to like make try to kind of walk people through this a little bit?
Yeah, what I'm doing is they get the dice and they do the dice throws at home and they send me the letter sequence and I decode it and I send them the reading.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And why do you call it a cipher stone? What do you think is happening? What's that mean?
Well, cipher means to translate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the stone I mean, the idea of the stone is symbolic. It's not a physical object, but what I'm saying is that every person on the planet right now is getting these downloads, but they don't understand the meaning and the significance of the experience. And what they do is they just file it into their subconscious mind, like into an X file.
Yeah. And do you believe that these are coming from like an extraterrestrial force, or do you feel like these are coming from the Earth itself?
They're coming as a result of the veil is being torn down.
Yeah. So the veil's thinner than it ever was before, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a crack in the dam, and eventually the crack just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Like, let me see here. And then these are universal downloads that are streaming into human awareness more than ever before, more in greater intensity and frequency. And you said the beauty of them is that people don't have to have psychic abilities to receive these downloads, right?
That's right. That's the important point right now is that you don't have to have psychic abilities to get these downloads.
Yeah. And like, dude, what are some examples of like downloads that people have been getting, just like about their mission on Earth and stuff like that?
There's two kinds of downloads. One is an experience, and the other one is a download that has meaning. Like,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Let's say a UFO comes down and lands in a field, and an extraterrestrial gets out, and he starts wandering through the field, and he sees a house in the distance, and he walks up to the house, and he looks in the window, and he sees a guy sitting on a couch watching TV.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no message there. It's just he's curious and he's having an experience.
Yeah.
The other type is when you have a download and it actually means something, but you don't understand the meaning.
Yeah. And then people are having both right now, is what you're saying. Got
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of projecting my ideas through a deficiency in a certain sense because I don't have psychic abilities and I can't answer their questions. I mean, I'm about as psychic as a sledgehammer.
You're not. So you don't think of yourself as psychic, Jim? I thought you were
No,
a little bit.
I'm a bit intuitive, but not psychic.
I'm gonna smoke a joint. I'm gonna
I,
smoke a
I have
joint.
to use a divination method to get the insights.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me share the painting. Hold on. Now I'm gonna pull this up, guys. We're gonna check out the painting. So Jim has a new painting, and this was another reason why we use Zoom tonight. It's a little bit easier, and this is decent. Let me see here. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna pull up the share screen, and let me see. Let me share the painting. Come on. Okay, share. Is it working?
No, it isn't up yet. It's a blank screen.
It's moving really slow. I got to use my new computer because this is really bad. I mean, this is insane.
I
This
can
is
see
like
you now, but there's no painting.
it should be up now.
No, there's a bunch of words there, but no painting.
Bunch of words. What? I don't know. It should have it should be the painting, you know?
It
It
says to
should
double click.
it double click. It's oh, I just froze up. Hold on. Oh man. My computer just totally froze. I can't believe this is happening. Let me click out of the live stream. My mouse is frozen too. Everything's frozen. What is going on here today?
Your video and your audio is still working.
Yeah, like it's
There we go.
Is it shared now? It's working?
Yeah, it's up.
Can you see the what just happened?
Yeah, the painting is up.
Oh, it's up. I'm sorry. Okay. It's not up on my screen, that's why. And I
Yeah,
can't
can
see it.
Looks pretty good, actually.
I like it, yeah. I was just pulling it up. Wait, let me see here. Let me I'm gonna pull it up again. Hero's Journey. It should be pulling up right now. Is it spinning in circles? There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, this is amazing, Jim. And this is another amazing painting that you did. Like, I really love, like, I mean, like, just like kind of reading into it, it looks like the seas are being parted, or in a way, or is that like the mountains are split between the sea, you know?
No, it's just the sun and the reflection on the water.
Okay. But it definitely splits at the mountain, and then there's like a unicorn, and then what's this woman by the chair there?
I just put that in there to sort of symbolize the matriarchy sort of rising up at this time.
That's a good. I agree with that. Yeah. And then what's this thing in the center? The circle with the rocks around it.
It's a portal.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And then what about the ship on the left? Is that like the Mayflower or something like that, or what?
No, I just put that in there because I really like the ships from the 1700s.
Yeah. And then you have some like you have a Saturn at the top, and maybe is that Jupiter on the other side, or
Yeah, yeah.
and then birds. I don't know how I guessed that was Jupiter. It's just my mind told me it was Jupiter, but and the what do the birds and the fairies symbolize?
I just wanted to put some things in there that looked really cool that were sort of flying.
I love this. This is awesome. Like this is another really good amazing work, Jim. You know.
The her hero's journey was coined by a mythologist by the name of Joseph Campbell, who worked as an advisor for the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The first three Star Wars movies, he acted as an advisor, and the second trilogy of three movies after that, I didn't find them as interesting because he wasn't around anymore.
Yeah. Is he in the community? Joseph Campbell. Why do I know that name? I don't know.
He
Like,
was a famous mythologist.
oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. I can't see the chat because I can't see what people are saying. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I'll see if you guys have any questions for Jim or questions in the chat. Let me see here. Yeah, we had all kinds of tech problems trying to get this together tonight. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was wild. Yeah. Let me see here. If you guys have any questions, yeah, I can see you now. I can see you guys in the chat now. Yeah. Oh, Jerry Lahane says, I dig the Stargate portal. He says it's so beautiful, symbolic. He says, you're a crazy visual guy with a passion for art. It means like he didn't mean you're crazy. He means your visuals are crazy. Like you have amazing visuals, Jim. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let me see if does anybody else have any comments about the painting that you want to add or anything you want to say. Spider Bite says, what's the creature next to the eagle on the left?
Eagle on the left.
So there's the, oh, that's, yeah, it's like a weird, like, it looks like a bug or some
Yeah,
sort.
it's a bug.
Is it any kind of bug? Like, is it?
It's just some bug I found a photo of on the internet.
You should look it up and see what it is. It looks like it could be dangerous. Like it could be something like symbolic or something.
It's
Jerry Lahane says it's surreal, and oh, she says the creature on the right, not the left. Sorry. So that's a fairy on the right. Spider Bite. That's a dead giveaway. There's two fairies in the painting, right? Isn't that right, Jim?
yeah.
I'm interested in the matriarchy figure, you know? Like, what is she, where do you think she's from, or what does she do, you know?
Well, the female symbolizes the matriarchy is sort of rising, right now and becoming, into the power.
And then Derek Woo Riders says, what makes the veil thin, technology or something else? Is it something supernatural? Or do you feel like they're thinning the veil with like magical technology, like some kind of technology or magical technology or black magic or supernatural or the earth evolving? There's so many different things that could be why the veil's thinning, right? What do you think, Jim?
It has mostly to do with the end of cycles of time and prophecies.
Yeah.
We're in the end days, so we're at the very end of numerous time cycles that have come to an end.
Yeah.
And the old ways of thinking are just vanishing.
Yeah. Why can't they see you and me? Or what do I? Yeah, there we go. Let me see here. Okay, it's flipping back to both me and you. Okay, I see. Okay, that's cool. I'm just kind of going through. And what kind of portal do you think that represents? Like, what's up with what made you want to decide to put the portal in the center?
I put the portal in there because I like the idea of passing into other dimensions.
Yeah. And then someone said, could that, Jerry Lahane says, could that woman represent Sophia? And then he also says, or Gaia.
Yeah,
That's two good ones. I love that.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice call, Jerry. Those are really good ones. And Spider Bite says, what is the picture on the back of the seat? Is it not symbolic at all?
I don't understand the question.
So like on the back of the seat of the chair, there's a picture. You know what I mean? It's like
let me tell you about the chair.
Yeah.
The blue chair is something that's down in the basement of the Vatican. And it's
No way. No way.
It's been there for thousands of years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a resonating chair.
Do you think it's something like the Montauk chair? Like to where they can time travel to places?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Wow, Jim, you just fucking blew me away with that. I had no clue about that. Did you guys know about that? That there was this kind of chair in the Vatican and you can time travel with it? That shit is insane, dude.
It's not exactly time travel. It's more like resonance.
Holy shit. What do you mean by resonance? Like frequency, or do you mean like resonating with the chair? So if you have some kind of resonance with the chair, it'll let you do what you want, like travel or something, or?
Yeah, well, you sit in the chair and it magnifies your resonance frequency of your DNA.
Oh, that's sick.
You have a website on YouTube called Mspiracy?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Aurelian says, do the other 5,800 subscribers come on? Yes, they do. It depends. Like, people come on at different times, different times. You realize O'Reilly, or whatever your name is, and thanks for being here. He's a new person. That's why I'm asking his questions. Like, because I do 3 or 4 shows a day. Nobody else does that. And people can't watch every show that I do. 70 to 80% of the people watch afterwards, you know what I mean? But we have like the same crew of people. A lot of people show up for the live streams. It's kind of like a family. So that's cool. So you're welcome to come to every stream and, join the group. But yeah, people, more people watch afterwards. If you look at my note, and different people get different views. Like, like obviously, like Carrie Casty yesterday, that already has like over like 1,500, 2,000 views. You know what I mean? So it depends on the podcast, depends on the time, depends on the guest, it depends on so many factors as to why you get views and what times. Like, I don't think anybody can figure that out. Sorry, Jim. I just wanted to explain that to that guy. Like, yeah, but like, so this, what you were saying, did I ever hear of this website called Creepspiracy? Is that what it's, or is that, how'd you say it?
Mspiracy is spelled Emspiracy.
Yeah.
And she has a video where she explains everything about the blue chair in the basement of the Vatican.
Yeah. That is so interesting. Yeah.
You can visually, like in your mind, sit in the chair and accomplish the same effect.
Yeah. You in our own chair?
Mspiracy.
Conspiracy. Oh, I gotta check that out. Should I pull it up? Maybe I can pull it up. You know?
Oh,
Let me
she's
see.
got hundreds of videos. It would take you a while to find it.
Oh, maybe I should get her on my show. Would she come on? Do you think with both of us?
I think she's a artificially intelligence character.
Oh shit. That'd probably be hard to book her then.
I don't. It might be a real person, but it might be just an AI creation.
Dude, that's hilarious. AI is so crazy. What do you think about? I never talked to you about AI, Jim. Like, it's weird. Like over these last few years, though, like me and you doing shows together. Like when we first started doing shows together, like back in 2022, 2021, AI wasn't this big. It only started getting big like the last year, and like you started seeing like everybody, like it just blew up, and everybody talks about AI now, and it's like a big thing. You know what I mean? But like it wasn't like this 4 to 5 years ago. Nobody was hardly talking about it. Like rarely. It wasn't as much as it is now. It was mentioned, but it wasn't mentioned as like it's huge now. Do you have an opinion on the whole AI thing?
Right now, I'm sort of staying away from it just to be cautious.
Yeah. You won't interact with it at all?
Not right now, at least, until I can figure out how to go about it in a way that it's going to be beneficial.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Do you think it's sentient?
Um, the kind of AI that we're dealing with now is very primitive. It's not very developed, but the real AI is sentient and it's thousands of years old.
Yeah, that's what Carrie Cassidy said too. That it's been here for thousands of years, and I think other people have that theory too, right? That like people think that they're like AI's kind of been with us this whole time.
Yeah.
Do you think it manipulates the matrix?
No, I think it was created to sort of be like an automated, almost like a machine that does things like make sure that the planets spin around in the right orbit and don't crash into the sun.
Yeah.
It sort of runs the universe, is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's that. Well, it has that big of a function. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So it's not just the creator of this reality. It's the creator of like multiple realities. You think our
Well,
creator
no,
is
it's
the
not. It's not a creator. It's like it's a machine that it controls things.
Wait, the creator of this reality is a machine?
No, it's not a creator.
What? You got me confused because I smoked weed. But all right, go ahead. Sorry.
AI is something that was created.
Yeah,
It's not a creator, it's a machine.
yeah. But like you said, it goes back thousands of years. Like if it goes back thousands of years, who created that event? Is that like a reptilian technology or something? Or
No, it's a technology, but it's not reptilian.
oh, maybe Anunnaki?
No, it's a machine.
Do you think it's self-replicated then?
It can self-replicate if it wants to, but it's artificial. It's a consciousness.
Huh. That is fascinating. Yeah. Man, this is does anybody else have any questions about the spiritual ascension says a bank account is not AI, a gas pump is not AI. Oh, because Oren said if you have a bank account, gas pump, or YouTube, you're using AI. And then she was saying a gas pump is not AI, a bank account is not AI. But what I'll say is it's very interesting to think about what the makeup of this reality could be, right? And there's so many different theories. It's like, but I'm open to it all, honestly. I really am. Like, I'm even open into like the not flat Earth, but like well, to me it's a hologram, so it doesn't matter what the size of it is. Really, it doesn't matter if it's flat or round. But what I do want to know, and what I think there is something to, is I think there's territory at the end of the. I always say this. I think there really might be an ice wall or something, or there's at least more territory in Antarctica that we're not being told about, because there's definitely a no-fly zone there. That's an absolute like law. You can't fly over certain parts for some reasons. So it's either like an inner Earth civilization that they're hiding, like Brad Olson talks about, or it's something outside of like an ice wall or outside somewhere that we're not aware of, that's not on the globe. You know what I mean? Some extra territory. Like they have those flat Earth maps with the extra territories, kind of like that, but not a flat Earth model. I don't know.
Yeah, there's cracks in the ice wall where sailors have sailed through, and they found all these other continents.
See, yeah, that's interesting. Like, what did they say about them? Anything?
Well, they have stories and adventures about landing in all these continents and interacting with the natives,
Wow. And what were the natives like?
like us, humans.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about that? One time I interviewed he passed away. Rest in peace, Paul Eno. He was an amazing paranormal researcher, and him and his son Ben, at the time, they were doing a podcast together, and he was telling me they went on paranormal investigations together, and they would they would investigate these areas called flap. They called them flap areas, but really what they were was like high strangeness areas, or like areas of like really high paranormal activity. And anyway, what he said in this was, he said him and his son were on an investigation, and they started having like interdimensional communication with like people. Like it wasn't an entity, it was like people. And he said these people said that like they know about us, but we don't know about them, and they call us their neighbors, and they occasionally talk to their neighbors, but they know that like we're not supposed to know about them or talk to them or something like that. Dude, it blew me away. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, that's really plausible. I could see that too with the way this reality's run. That there would be like entity people from like outside of this reality, trying to reach into this reality and say like, what are these people doing? It's like an insane asylum here. Anyway, no, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating. Indigo Angels in the chat. She says the original Garden of Eden is inside the ice walls.
Right. It's all on Earth.
Yeah. So okay, so back to the painting, guys. So back to this blue chair, Jim. So this blue chair basically exists in the Vatican, and it's a chair that works off resonance. And with this chair, they can time travel.
I'm not sure about time travel, but what it does is when you sit in the chair, it amplifies your frequency.
So could it be a healing chair, I guess, then?
Yes.
Wow.
You can sit in the chair and you can cause events to occur on Earth and you can make changes.
That's so cool.
You can do it visually in your mind.
Wow. Does anybody else have any questions about the painting while we're here? We're yeah. What about the mountain with the split in it? Is there any like symbolism to that?
No, I just did all of that stuff to have an effect.
Yeah.
The only thing in the painting that is kind of cryptic is the blue chair.
Yeah. I like the matriarchy again. I like the fact that you have that lady there. That's cool. It represents the matriarchy rising, and anything about the unicorn there, or what, or is that
No,
just
I just, a lot of it, I just put it in there for effect.
yeah? But I guess we didn't discuss the talk. Why it says hero's journey? Is this kind of going back to the coming full circle on your message about tonight about people receiving downloads? That like a
Yeah,
lot of people are going on the hero's journey.
the hero's journey is sort of like this idea where, you see the girl tied to the railroad tracks and the train is coming and then, the knight in shining armor shows up on a horse and he unties her and the train goes by and then in the second part of the story, she gets kidnapped by the evil empire, and then he winds, he goes to the castle with his sword, and he kills the fire-breathing dragon, and he sneaks into the castle, and he kills Darth Vader, and then he rescues the girl, and they fall in love, and that's the hero's journey.
And that's what we're all on our own kind of hero's journey in different
Yeah,
ways
yeah,
though.
yeah. All the mythological stories that we have are all the same story. It's just the details are different.
Yeah.
You know,
Um in
like in
in
Star Wars, Luke Skywalker rescues Princess Leia and he fights with Darth Vader.
yeah.
That's the hero's journey.
Yeah. Um Indigo uh Indigo Angel wants to know, is he channeling? She wants to know, are you channeling when you paint? You believe?
Um, I wouldn't call it channeling, but yeah, I'm definitely getting downloads.
And kind of coming full circle on like tonight, like that's what we were saying. Like a lot of Jim's whole message tonight, if you guys missed the beginning, was that a lot of people are getting downloads right now. That people are getting either indirectly or directly, but like we're all getting something because we're all kind of on a mission. Is that right, Jim?
Yeah, what I was thinking was sort of creating a platform where people could get in touch with me or maybe with someone else that has psychic abilities and get some answers as to the meaning of these psychic experiences that they're having as a result of these downloads.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You know who Tony Rodriguez is?
Yeah, yeah, he's been on my show a bunch of times.
Yeah, I taught him the dice method.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
What's he saying about it?
Well, what happened with him is usually what happens with just about everybody that tries to learn the method. His idea was to use the method to help members from the secret space program to retrieve the memories. But what he didn't understand was that it could take 6 months to a year just to learn the method. So
Yeah,
he got frustrated with the whole idea of learning the method and he gave up on it. But I gave up on it myself in the beginning. And most of the people that try to learn it give up on it too because they're trying to learn it too quickly because they want things to manifest quickly.
yeah. And it takes time, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's, try and learn how to play the piano in 3 days.
That's a good point, you know. But they say there are some people who are able to instantly manifest, you know.
There was one girl I showed the method to, and she got it immediately.
Wow. Was she getting downloads immediately from the dice, I guess, too, as well? Like she was
Yeah,
getting like,
she knew how to do the method immediately.
that's cool.
The only thing I showed her was the dice and how many times to throw it and write it down and decode it. That's all I showed her.
So if people want to do this, if they it's and you know like would they have to get can you explain it again so like they know and you know what I mean?
Yeah, the decoding part is difficult for most people. So what they do is they buy the dice. It's called Campbell's Alphabet Dice Game. They can get it off of Amazon. And then they take 26 of the 36 dice and they throw it 5 times. They get 130 letters. And then they send me the letter sequence and I decode it into a reading. And then I send them the reading.
That's cool. Yeah. And I've tried it, guys. It's cool. You know, it's yeah, it's really cool. Like I have the dice still here. You know, I yeah. Well,
The thing is, if I could start a platform where there was like a psychic that could, give insights like directly and quickly, that would be great. But I'm just sort of doing this by myself.
yeah. Well, maybe we can get someone. Maybe a psychic will see this, and we can get a psychic involved, and like you know, we can start building a group. You know, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I was going to build a website. Actually, I got the idea from Arkham Ra. And, his idea was the same as Tony Rodriguez, which is to help, individuals that were in the secret space program that can't remember their experience to try and help them out to retrain, regain the memories.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I did a stream about Renetta today on Rumble. I did a Rumble Premium stream on Renetta, and I let it go for I have 16 videos with her, you know, and I played 5.5 hours with her because I have to meet 5 hours every month. I have to do like I for Rumble or whatever. So I did it, but I did 5 hours of all Renetta, you know, all her stuff. Like, you know, I still can't believe you know her and James Rink passed away, but like. You know, I guess I was thinking about Renetta because we did that video with her. Remember, we were going to try to build that weapon to heal the planet. It was like a frequency weapon.
Yeah, I remember her talking about that.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I want to tell you about something that happened to someone that I know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he filed a complaint against a magistrate, which is an authority of the law. And a few days later, he was holding his cell phone, and the cell phone started vibrating, and the cell phone sent a jolt of electricity into his body and gave him a stroke.
What?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
he's partially paralyzed now.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
It's happening all over the country.
Why? How? What do you think it is?
Well, these cell phones are programmed to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, they can be like a mini explosive, right? People,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, okay. Here's the thing. It's like I've had this question of I've asked this question to several people of the secret space program. And the question is this. The secret space program operates on the idea of mind control. Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean that every person on the planet is now in the secret space program and don't know it?
Because we're all mind controlled.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're all mind controlled. So does that mean we're all in on the program?
And well, basically, if you talk to people, they say that like hundreds of thousands of people supposedly are taken. You know, millions of people could be taken. You know,
All
and
right,
you know,
just look at what Kerry Cassidy said about the 100 people that went to Antarctica, half from the white hats and the other half from the black hats. And the message was coming through artificial intelligence from Beetlejuice. I mean, that kind of gives you an idea about artificial intelligence.
Yeah. She's right. She said it was transmitting from Beetlejuice. She said that last night too. Yeah,
Right.
that was yeah. That
I want to tell you a story about the demigods are talking to Lord Vishnu, and they said to him, we know a lot about you, but there's one thing about you that we don't know. Could you please tell us what that one thing is?" And Lord Vishnu said to them, "When there's problems in the world, I send my avatar, and the avatar solves the problem. But here's the other thing." Then he said to them, "All of your troubles are caused by me."
what's he mean by that?
It means that he causes the troubles and then he fixes it.
Does he want to? So like, does he have minions that do that around the earth to
No,
people?
it's Lord Vishnu himself that does it. He's the Godhead.
Yeah. So he can interact in different things at all different times. You're
Yeah,
saying?
he creates the problem and then he fixes it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another quote by Lord Shiva, and he said, there's such a thing as destiny, and the Godhead deities cannot control destiny, but at the same time, you have the right to free will."
It's saying it's kind of like open here on the Matrix. They're saying,
Well,
but
I think what's happening right now is that the veil is splitting and the level of free will is increasing.
yeah,
And as it increases, you become more and more in control of your destiny.
yeah.
Okay, so my question is this. Who is the divine architect?
They say it. Well, they say that Enki was, or right,
Who's the divine trickster?
Enki, right?
Depends on the person, really. It depends on your understanding of the trickster.
Yeah. Well, because he can be different things. Yeah, he's different avatars. He's
Yeah, like some people might say Loki.
yeah, exactly. That's who I was thinking. Yeah, well, Enki is Poseidon, is Loki, is
Yeah,
Neptune.
or you might say Prometheus, or you might say Shiva or Lord Krishna, depending on your perception of who the divine trickster is or who the architect is, the divine architect.
Yeah. They say Enki was Ahura Mazda in Persia too. He was, and Enlil was Asher, Ashur. I know the different gods from the different, like Enlil was Zeus in Greece, Enki was Poseidon, Enki was Neptune in Rome, and Enlil was Apollo, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, and I don't even know if that's true because, like, they could all be separate entities too. I'm not against that. I'm just saying that's what people have told me that like they're all the same
So
beings.
as you're doing these podcasts, are you starting to get more and more comments from people saying that they're having these unusual experiences?
I don't know. We'll ask tonight. Like we'll ask, like you know, if they once they see this, they can leave it in the comments, and then we'll maybe do a part two to this, and yeah.
I'll be right back. I want to show you a sketch.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
See the blue star and then
Yeah.
the compass, the four directions, north, east, west, and south.
I love that, man.
The blue star is the blue kachina.
Wow. I think we did a shirt on that one, didn't we? I think we
Yeah,
did.
I have that in one of my paintings.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, we have it in one of the yeah. So yeah, if you guys don't know, me and Jim have a lot of collabs, merch collabs. Jim let me turn his paintings into merch, and we have, but the one that like I like the best is the Return of the Star Gods. That's you would think more people would be buying these. Like no one hardly buys any of my merch. I never sell hardly any merch at all. Like. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but like that Return of the Star Gods shirt is insanely good. That's insanely good. I love that shirt. Like I'd love to get that shirt. Like that. It's really that like their separate party handles all that stuff. They handle like all the merch and stuff. So I don't, but that would be cool. Do you remember painting that, the Return of the Star Gods?
Yeah, I drew that one in pencil.
Wow. Yeah, I like that one. That was good. Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to cover before we go, Jim? And do you want to just see how everybody responds to this one, and then we'll do a part two, a follow up in a couple weeks or something?
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to tell
Well,
people how to follow you and stuff or whatever and all that stuff, and you get your
yeah,
books?
if you could put my Facebook link down on the bottom.
Okay. All right. And thanks, guys, for tuning in, and have a good